Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I sound like? That's awesome. So, this chair is familiar. We've met a couple times today. My question is, let me put it this way. I love my life. I absolutely love my life. I am a musician. I just joined the dodgeball team. It is the funnest thing. I made like 30 new friends in one night just because I was like, I want friends. And I just happened to go to a party. And I get everything I want. It is awesome. My question is, this feels so good. My question is about focusing and wondering, I'm most of the time in the vortex. And when I'm not, obviously I know, and I'm like, nap time, let's get to it. And I love naps, and they're so great. If everyone is underutilizing those, get on it.
We're not promoting the nap, we're promoting what comes right after it.
All right, I agree
which is disc choosing. So I'm going to go take a preliminary disc choosing experience.
Exactly. All right, that's a much better way of putting it. Thank you. I'm a musician, I play guitar, and my question is, do I have to focus obsessively on the guitar to master it? Or can I still go play dodgeball and still go hang out with my friends and still just like find all these other ways of having that much fun?
Everything that you do that is fun will improve your ability to do anything that matters to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And when you care about something like playing the guitar, and you're practicing choosing this high-flying disc, then the momentum of the things that matter most to you will be inspired to you. And so all kinds of things that will begin to occur to you that improve your technique. And that's what we mean when we talk about the leverage that creates worlds is then at your fingertips. Instead of doing it the long, slow, grinding it out way, you're doing it in the vortex, in the flow.
Right.
Leverage of energy that creates worlds inspired way.
Right.
And that's when you come up with a rhythm or a technique that is uniquely your own. That's when something that really rings your bell starts flowing through you. That's when something about you catches the attention of others.
And that's what I've noticed too. Because I have a couple of idols like Steve Vai and John Petrucci, a couple of great guitarists. And like Steve Vai, I think I grabbed this, and it might be I think what I'm realizing, it's a false premise, and it worked for him. But he said he was obsessed and played 12 hours a day. So I'm thinking, I got to play 12 hours a day if I want to be great. But I've realized...
what he might have been saying is, the momentum of my desire was such that I was inspired to follow this momentum, which resulted in many, many hours a day of pleasure in this process.
Right.
But remember what we were saying earlier about people who have experienced mastery of something. And without exception, when they excel in that way, like you're describing, they have found a way to tune into the energy, and the energy is flowing through them. It's almost a frenzy that happens with them, a momentum that almost defies what humans that haven't accomplished it can even understand.
I've actually felt this.
Yes. And then in their success and trying to explain it to people who are on other discs, often those people on those other discs translate it differently. They translate it to mean, and sometimes they mean it that way. They're trying to explain to you that they worked hard and that's why they achieved it. And we're not saying that they didn't apply plenty of action, but those who have real mastery of anything have applied inspired action. And there's a difference between action that's inspired from that high-flying place and action that is inspired from, if I don't grind it out, nothing good's going to come from that. You've all got 24 hours in a day. You're all applying yourself in the framework of this time-space reality. And look at the difference in what you are receiving in terms of your joy and in terms of your financial remuneration. You have to acknowledge that it's something other than the hours you're putting into it. It's the disc you're standing on when you put the hours in. That's what makes the difference.
I agree.